Joshua weighed 17 stone 2 pounds before fighting Breazeale in June 2016. It takes a lot of diesel to fuel a 10-ton truck, and Anthony Joshua, at the heaviest he has ever been, may consider this before he steps behind the wheel. Friday's weight of 18 stone 2 pounds was surprising only because the pre-fight chatter has been about how he had slimmed down extra fast, with extra spite, as promoter Eddie Hearn put it. Extra muscle, it turns out. Watch Anthony Joshua and Carlos Takam weigh in and then go face-to-face. Watch Anthony Joshua and Carlos Takam weigh in and then go face-to-face. This article was prepped to consider how Joshua had learned about his ideal weight from the Vladimir Klitschko fight, where he weighed in nearly 4 pounds lighter than Friday's meeting opposite Carlos Takam, 16 stone 12 pounds. Klitschko, by contrast, had intentionally shrunk down to lighter than his usual frame, and his stamina appeared to benefit. By his own admission, Joshua fatigued in the middle rounds of his most glorious night, briefly succumbing to a knockdown by Klitschko and the lactic acid built in his arms and legs. On that night, it was difficult to refuel his hulking frame mid-fight, but he managed to somehow do it. He was 10 pounds heavier than Klitschko. He is 1 stone and 4 pounds heavier than Takam. I've done a lot more running. Maybe I'm starting to fill out and find my natural weight, Joshua said, but the measurements of a world heavyweight champion should always be monitored methodically, and never left to chance. Perhaps, just perhaps, Joshua is in on the joke. Anthony Joshua explains why he's come in heavier than ever. Anthony Joshua explains why he's come in heavier than ever with his style and his strength. I wish I would come in heavier, he said earlier this week amid suggestions that we would see a new look trim Joshua. Maybe I might have come in a bit heavier if I knew I was fighting Takam in advance, he teased. The logic was that Joshua, who has never hid his admiration for former foe Klitschko, had taken on board the reasons why he tired mid-fight at Wembley. Initially paired with Kubrat Pulev this time, the implication was that he wanted to sacrifice muscle for motor. Why I came in lighter, I thought I was fighting Pulev, Joshua said on Thursday. A real amateur-style boxer. Jab with him and match his speed. The scales, less than 24 hours later, told a completely different story. Be more concerned with his skill set than his weight. Being heavy is not a reason you will lose Emo if he keeps improving. He's unstoppable. Tony Bellew at Tony Bellew, October 27, 2017. His weight for Saturday night's fight in Cardiff is not only heavier than he has ever been before, it also heavier than either Klitschko or Tyson Fury weighed before their world title fight 2 years ago. It is heavier than Deontay Wilder or Joseph Parker, the other heavyweight title holders, have ever weighed. But the key to this is Takam, the boulder-like challenger to Joshua's championships. He stands 4.5 inches shorter than the champion, and, if he fights in a crouched stance, will be even shorter. Takam is known for his durability. He has been stopped just once in 39 fights, his desire to barrel into an opponent's chest, and his will to bully his way to victories. But he's picking on the biggest kid in the playground. Joshua has known for 12 days about Takam's inclusion, plenty of time to shed a few pounds. If he desired, it is entirely possible that the world heavyweight champion has left the weight on his frame to make Takam feel vulnerable at close quarters, where this contest will definitely play out during certain exchanges. Versus Klitschko 17 stone 12 pounds versus Molina 17 stone 11 pounds versus Breazeale 17 stone 2 pounds versus Martin 17 stone 6 pounds versus White 17 stone 7 pounds. As mere mortals would be wise not to question Joshua's body. He described himself as fitter than ever after posting his biggest ever numbers on the scales. But it is noticeable that Joshua has got heavier and heavier in recent fights, a trend that cannot continue indefinitely. He is testing the boundaries of what is historically considered the perfect size for a heavyweight, but it has worked flawlessly so far for Joshua. As his popularity grows astronomically, so, it seems, does his physique. Watch Anthony Joshua vs. Carlos Takam, from the Principality Stadium, Cardiff, on October 28, live on Sky Sports Box Office. Book via your Sky remote or online.